First Selectman Scott Olsen from the town of Goshen.
Thank you very much, Scott Olsen of Goshen. Just as a matter of correction, I am a selectman on a panel of three. I am not the first selectman in our town. However, it is a privilege to be able to testify here today at this House committee. Now, here we are yet again gathered to continue discussion that further surrounds affordable housing and Hartford's seemingly unquenchable thirst to continue to implement more and more affordable housing throughout the state. What I find refreshing here today is that for the first time, I'm hearing some very sincere, open dialogue about the fact that 830G may not necessarily be working as the legislation had been intended to. It's clear that it really has not gone to the way of making housing more affordable. But moreover, what's really refreshing is to finally hear some sincere dialogue about how it is that we can finally start to look at towns that are considered watershed towns in Connecticut. Part of what has failed 830G in this regard is the fact that these mandates that have come out of Hartford are more or less blanket mandates, and they really treat every town and municipality in this state the same. And the reality is that there is such a vast difference amongst the different communities and towns and municipalities in Connecticut. And what my intention here today is to do is to represent the interest of the people of my town here in Goshen. And I feel as though I can speak at least in part for other small watershed towns like Goshen. It is so important to take into consideration that Goshen is a town that is an elevated town. Amongst the others, we are very much a watershed town. The mandates that have been put onto all towns, including Goshen, through 830G, in our case, we feel is extremely unrealistic. It sets our town up to fail, despite good faith efforts that we have made. We just don't have here in Goshen the infrastructure to support this kind of a mandate. We don't have public water. We don't have public sewers. We don't have sidewalks, never mind a public transportation system. And so when you look at how it is that we're going to go forward and what is it we are going to do, not only as a committee here, but as a state in general, is to finally see that we are going to take some true appreciation into consideration for these watershed towns are refreshing.
Time has expired. Can you please summarize?
Sure. So, my support today is to encourage the further exploration of how it is that we're going to put these mandates and apply them specifically to watershed towns, especially the smaller rural agricultural towns like Goshen, and how it is that we're going to be applying the new rules and the regulations to the towns such as Goshen that are watershed towns.